up, guys? I'm Kiri.
And I'm Meru.
And this is Sheekery. We're back.
Yay.
What?
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Oh, that's great, because that's what I was doing, too. I kind of love you, because I'm, like, sitting over here like, ah! Go me.
Yay.
So, we are here today because we decided to start up the podcast again, because we have nothing better to do. Clearly.
Yes.
You know.
Sure.
Right.
That was my thoughts.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I got nothing going on, so let's just do the thing.
I mean, we kind of wanted to expand, though, this time. Like, we want to make it cooler, even though it's been, like, I mean, what has it been, like a year? I don't want to talk about that.
Year.
Never mind, let's not talk about that. I was just kidding. So it's been a minute, and we decided that we want to kind of, like, expand the podcast out and do some other things and branch into, like, you know, not just talking about, like, what did we used to talk about? Dinosaurs and space and cosplay. We talked a lot about cosplay. Yeah. But we kind of want to do some more stuff. And we also want to start putting this podcast on YouTube. And, you know, we're still going to be up on Podbean and, like, all the other fun places you like to download us from. But now you get to listen to us everywhere.
Yay!
We might even start doing video. Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Get out my trusty purple camera and do some things.
You have too much hard evidence on people
I do.
on that camera. We should maybe not.
That camera has seen some things.
So, do you want to talk a little bit about some of the awesome other things that we're doing to expand the podcast?
Other things? Other things?
As in, like, people?
As in someone who's doing weird things sitting next to me?
Right, it's really hard to do a podcast when, like, somebody's, like, right there, like, mimicking things at you, and someone else is sitting in chat talking about bananas and alligators crossing roads.
Yes, I can go into that, but we have decided to bring in 2 new people to the podcast. 'Cause why not?
Hype.
Double the awesome. We literally doubled it.
I think we, quadrupled that?
Probably.
Right. Okay.
I think.
Because I feel like we were awesome, and then we added.
We had.
we
So
can
we have
math.
We can math. We were talking about this earlier. We can math.
We can math.
So we brought in 2 new people. We have Alice, who is the Joyful Dalek on Twitter, and we have Kat, who is Panda Point.
What?
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 I'm honestly just trying really hard not to laugh right now because I went to lick the microphone and I really expected her to keep more composure than she did.
I did not.
No,
That's why
she does not. But, I mean, most of the
That's why
time, though, she's fairly, like, quiet about it, so you usually hear this, like, in there.
That's why I kept composure, but no words could come
I
out of
wasn't
my mouth.
expecting it to be that funny.
So, Alice,
It's because I saw you on the side eye.
do you want to talk a little bit kind of about, like, your background and, like, why, you know, you shoved yourself onto the... I mean, we dragged you onto the podcast.
Absolutely
usurped.
shoved myself on here. I usurped. I've been a comic book vendor for 6 years. Before that, I worked with a comic book store in New Jersey for years before that. I've been cosplaying a meager 12 years.
Ridiculous.
I have a lot of experience all over the country with conventions and just the geek industry and different facets of it. So I'm excited to get to bring some of that experience here. I did YouTube for a little while, and I'd like to get back into that with maybe a different topic. And things.
And
Video
bananas.
games. Lots of video games.
Lots of video games. I don't play as often as I want to, but when I do, you won't see me again for a while.
Yep.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna make this one thing in Minecraft really quick, and then it's 3 a.m.
Right. You're digging giant holes underneath the earth. It's fine.
Like I'm just gonna create a character in Skyrim, and then no one saw me for 6 months.
There was even a conversation on Twitter today about you getting lost in video games, so it happens.
When I don't play very often, but when I do, and it's one that I really like, I need help. I need to be pulled out. I have to get an exit from the Matrix.
Nobody unplug her. Everything's fine. So, Kat, why don't you tell us a little bit more about you, and your Twitter handles and where else we can find you?
So yeah, I'm Kat, Panda Pony Cat on the Twitters, as well as Beam.pro. I just recently started streaming, mostly with Evil Mech Meru. That's where I got started. As we were getting ready to gear up to go to PAX this weekend, which has been super fun, super exciting. We're really looking forward to being there, and if you're going to be in the area, come see us. Hype, 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 hype.
What?
Hype, hype, hype.
Hype, 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 hype.
I feel like my hype sound like chihuahua. Hype, 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 hype.
I feel like together we sound like the
seagulls.
The seagulls. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Hype,
Hype, hype, hype, hype, hype, hype, hype. I'm sorry.
So
Keep
anyway,
going.
no, that's cool. That's cool. I like it. I just love general nerddoms, some video gaming. I cover a lot of different bases. I don't know that I do one thing particularly super well. I cosplay a little with the ladies, and I'm known for being eccentric and weird, so I bring that to the table, which is great. But yeah, I just try my hand and dabble in all the things, and I absolutely love it, every minute of it. So yeah, I'm super excited to be here and be part of this.
Woo! I'm gonna.
I feel that we should record that.
I'm
and,
snipping that out and posting it to
Star
Twitter.
Wars.
Like it's just gonna be like it's like a little button we push when something happens. We just go hype, 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 hype.
Hype, 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 hype.
So beyond like all of these cool things, we're gonna move this podcast to, like I said before, YouTube, and kind of expand out and possibly do some more like video stuff. So you can see all of our fun faces and all of us chatting at each other, and probably half of us in PJs most of the time. It's fine.
Yep.
But do a little bit of that. And then kind of one of our last pieces that we want to do with the podcast is, move outside of the house. Because I feel like most of the podcasting we've done in the past has been us at the desks, chatting with like our live streams or whatever. But I kind of think it would be fun for all of us to just like start going out to conventions, and, we're all doing panels and, cosplay things. And so I think maybe like more out of the house, kind of on the spot live stuff. Maybe.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Or even like when we go Pokemon hunting. It's so easy now. Everything records a live thing. We might as well utilize that.
Right.
And everyone can watch us hunt for, I need 5 more Vulpix.
So clearly, like, one of the first ones is going to be PAX South. And then, like, what else are you guys thinking about doing outside of PAX South?
Well, clearly DCC is going to be the
DCC.
biggest one that my brain is still on. Probably I will still be at Galaxy Fest. It's not a big one, but it's here in Colorado, that I will probably at least try and visit, depending on what things are happening in my life around that time. But that'll probably
I'm probably going to go back and
for
forth between work and Galaxy Fest too. I'm going to try to work the table a little bit for the 501st, and I don't know how much time off I'm going to have, but I'm definitely going to make an appearance. Probably with you.
The other thing that Alice did not mention is she is a part of the 501st.
Oh, that too. I like Star Wars. I like Star Wars enough that I have several movie quality costumes that we're not going to talk about the cost and the labor of how hard it is to make them so that I can be in this organization.
So I mean, clearly, like we're bringing like some heavy like gaming and cosplay experience to the table, and then doing some more panels like as a group, and going out and talking about like how to start podcasts and how to start YouTube channels and how to build brands online and all these other cool things. And so we kind of want to, get some of that information out the door, and so other people can do it, and see what it's like to start a successful girl group that doesn't involve cat fighting and annoyingness.
I
And
do what I want. You can't stop me.
Yeah.
Well, cat can fight, but
Scrappy.
not cat fighting.
Yeah.
and just I mean, like, navigating, humans. Just how we human navigate.
Can we call the blog that? Navigating Humans?
navigating humans?
Yeah.
I want that to be my blog. I'm calling it now. Dibs.
Done.
Navigating Humans.
Navigating. Yeah, I think,
Writing it down.
I think DCC will be the biggest because we'll have our huge cosplay group
Yes.
and then potentially 3 panels, which makes me want to throw up a little
Right,
bit
3 panels
about that.
and the
Yeah.
cosplay competition
Yeah.
and
This is all fine.
and
It's
the
fine.
judging
They're all
before
gonna be the
that.
same day,
And
probably.
the judging.
It's going to be back to back to back.
Yeah. So.
Plus remembering
That'll
to
be fun.
record and stream podcasts and
Yes. Okay.
stuff. But on the bright side, with 4 of us now, we're going to be pushing a lot more content out a lot more frequently.
Yes.
Yay!
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 So I think that's kind of about it, right, guys?
Oh, one more thing too. One small thing. The Colorado Springs Comic and Toy Con, we are taking over their cosplay contest.
Yeah.
Sheekery will be.
We will be running the cosplay contest.
Aw,
for
snap.
Colorado Springs Comic and Toy Con. We're going to do a trial run. I think usually the first one of the year is in April. He hasn't set a firm date yet. We will let you know when we know. And this is going to be the first year it has been powered by Sheekery.
So I do want to point out, it's really going to be Maru and Alice running that, and me
Yeah.
and Kat
Powered
are
by-
going to
powered by
sit
me
in the
and
back
Maru.
with a laptop, and we're going to commentate, much like they did on Pitch Perfect. So if you want a little
I could
sneak
run my
peek,
booth while I do this. Somebody's got to run my booth while I do
Matt can run your booth. That's
Yeah,
fine. We'll
yep.
bribe him.
Voluntold.
so
It'll be fine. Everything's fine.
there is going to be a lot of awesome stuff coming to the channel and to the Sheekery podcast. And so, you guys should go subscribe to all of the things. There is, Twitter? Give them the Twitter handle and all the other deets.
So we're on Twitter at the Sheekery. So at TheSheekery. I forgot how to spell for a second.
You did
That's
it!
fine. But then with the same name, Sheekery, we're on Instagram and Tumblr and YouTube and Facebook
And Beam.
and Beam.pro. There's nothing there yet.
Nope.
But there will be eventually.
Yep.
So go ahead and subscribe now. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, just go click all of the buttons.
Yeah.
There's so many buttons. Just
Buttons
button
for
mash.
I hype.
Hype, 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 hype.
You have to button mash. Otherwise, you're going to miss something really awesome.
Yes.
We just haven't recorded it yet.
Yeah.
So
Just not there yet.
Coming.
It's coming.
I realized one of the worst things that we did in the last one is I would say the date before every single podcast. Can we not say the date anymore?
Yeah, don't say the date.
Okay, because I was
You
screwing
don't
that
wanna
up so
see-
bad.
And you don't want to know how much time goes between recording and when we put it up.
No.
Yeah, as long as we put it up the same time, we don't have to record it at the same time.
Yes.
Shh. No.
No date.
We record on a regular
we're not-
basis. Regularly scheduled programming.
Regularly scheduled programming.
Okay, regularly scheduled editing.
All right. Well, that's it, guys. I'm Kiri.
And I'm Meru.
I'm Panda Pony Cat.
I'm Alice.
And
Just
that's
Alice.
Sheekery!
Yay!
Bye, guys!
Bye.
Bye.